All right, everybody, what's up? Welcome to Cracking Hunters once again, where we're continuing our Predator discussion, and this is part 3. So I guess this one, let me go grab my notes so I be prepared. There we go. This one's going to be a lot. So, everybody, we're going to be talking about the extended universe of the Predator as far as the novels and the comic books. Right. And even maybe some of the video games, because I don't remember.
There's only just the one.
Yeah, because I think the other one was the Alien vs. Predator one.
Well, Alien vs. Predator versus humans.
Right. So basically, we're just going to be talking about novels and just a little bit of the comic books and a little bit of the extended universe. So what you want to start with, man?
Let's start with the novels.
Okay, which there are a lot. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 that concern just the Predator itself.
And then there's probably about 4 other ones that are Alien versus Predator.
Yeah, because there's actually some new ones out too that basically someone finds a way.
I mean, it's continual, so
yeah,
no matter
exactly.
what we do, it's going to be out of date.
Right. Yeah, that's true. So basically, all the novel, one of the Concrete Jungle, which is based off of a video game apparently, or vice versa.
It's based off the Concrete Jungle. The Concrete Jungle Hunter is based off video game, which I sent a comment back to. Predator Collectibles. I sent a comment back to you. It's like, not really many people know about that video game.
Right, I'm sorry. I didn't know about it, to be honest with you.
It was really funny because I thought about it, and the cover of the comic book, or actually the cover of the video game, was Predator sitting on top of a skyscraper holding the skull.
Right. And basically what this one does, this one has Arnold Schwarzenegger's character, Dutch Schaefer, his brother. Which I don't know his first name. They just really go by Detective Schaefer.
Yeah, that's really all it is.
Yeah.
Because I mean, I've got a comic book here, which, I gotta find it. Sorry, I'm sorry, guys. Oh, here it is. It's this comic book right here, where Dutch Schaefer's brother is the main character.
Which is pretty awesome. Which he's just as big as.
Yeah. Well, the only difference is that he's blonde.
Right. That's it. And so that was actually a pretty good one because it basically follows Detective Schaefer's character as they're trying to unravel while these people are dying in New York City.
Right.
And come to find out it was a Yautja. So, yeah.
Well, I think Detective knew that.
Right.
And when we go back to the video game, Concrete Jungle, that was actually, I'm going to go ahead and throw this out there. It was actually featured in a movie, which was Grandma's Boy. Now, of course, they had to change a few things from the video game, like the main character and the name of the game, which the name of the game in Grandma's Boy was Demonic, and the main character was changed from the Predator to a demon. But it doesn't change the fact that it was still the Predator game, and it was still based off the Xbox console, which was what he was playing on.
So that makes sense.
Yeah. But, I mean, that's the only 2 things that was changed. So, I mean, that was just a fun fact shout out.
Right.
See if, I'm not calling anybody out, but I'm pretty sure the Predator Collectibles knew that.
Yeah, he did. He already knew.
Yeah, I'm sure he did.
So, the Concrete Jungle came out in 1995, so that's been a while ago.
Yeah, Xbox.
Yeah.
Original Xbox.
Well, that's not even just that, the novel itself, too.
Oh, okay.
But I don't think that, if that's the case, then the novel came out before the console.
The game.
That makes sense because
I think the game came out in like 2001 or something.
I think so, 2002, something like that.
Predator Collectibles mentioned what year it came out. I can't remember.
But so the next novel we have is Cold War. And that's with a Predator spacecraft crash lands in the isolated northern tundra of Siberia. Detective Schaefer, again, is called to help the U.S. military in capturing the technology. And says, unfortunately, the Russian forces have their eyes on the craft as well. So I haven't actually read, some of these I haven't read. I read more of the Alien vs. Predator novels and more of the recent ones.
And I've read a lot of the comic books.
Right. I read some of the comic books. Like I said, I haven't read many of the comic books.
Well, I've given you a few of them.
Right.
Like I gave you Primal, where we fought the bear in Alaska.
Right. And let's see. We got that one. We got the big game. The Cold War came out in 1997, and the big game, the next novel it came out in 1999.
Which I have
Yep.
All 4. 1, 2, 3.
And that basically,
And 4.
yes, and that basically centers around Army Corporal named Enoch Nakai, and he said he must discover his Navajo roots to fight to the death with one of the Yautja.
With the big game.
Yeah.
With the big game section, which I have these, and I've had these for a long time. I think since what, 1997?
Well, probably. Well, I know the comic. Well, the comic may came out a little bit later, but the novel itself came out in 1999.
Oh. Well, I've had them since the comic book came out. So,
Okay.
Whatever year. Actually, I could look it up real quick with the first page.
Okay, got you. So the next novel we have is Forever Midnight, and that came out in 2006. Which
I don't
is
have that one.
Oh, you don't have that one? And it says they're told from the viewpoint of which part of the story is told from the viewpoint of the Yautja, and said that's when they expanded the Predator language and created his own name and culture for the Predator, which is the Hish, which is wrong. No, sorry, John, Shirley, you're wrong. No.
1991, Big Game came out.
Okay, 1991. Okay, got you.
This comic book.
So that means the novel came out a little bit, 8 years later.
Well, it says it right here on this first page.
Right. No, I mean the novel itself came out later.
Well, no, I'm just March of 1991 is when this comic book came out.
Okay, that's pretty cool. Next one we got Flesh and Blood. I'm not even gonna go over all of them. I'm just gonna name some of the ones we have. Which one is Flesh and Blood. One is Turnabout, which came about in 2008, and South China Sea, which came out in 2008. Now the comics is where Anubis is more adept in, because we got the Concrete Jungle, which we already discussed, and the
Hell Come Walking?
The Concrete Jungle, which shows Dutch Schaefer trying to investigate.
Which your notes doesn't even show out any of the other comics that the Predator was in, like Strange Rucks or Kindred.
And some of the comics are actually based off of the novels themselves.
These aren't. This one's actually just a one hit and done.
Right.
The Strange Rucks. I've had this one for a long time also. And
Okay.
It's based off in Nolans.
Nolans.
Which this comic where which I didn't even realize this is the Aliens versus Predator
Got you.
picture on the back,
Noguchi.
which we see right here. So, I mean, this one's kind of like a one hit and go, like kind of like the Primal, where Primal was a 2-piece. This is just a single one. This is based off New Orleans. And the fun part about this one is spoiler alert, the ending, the guy that the Predator is hunting ends up making the Predator skull into a gumbo.
Wow.
Yeah, see?
That's weird.
Well, I mean, he's in Nolans. So.
It's true. They eat possums. People eat possums and
Hey.
stuff. So why am I surprised?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Oh, wait, you missed his carcass hanging up in the background. See him? See his carcass right here in the
Oh
background?
wow, you ain't lying. Yeah, that's a little weird.
No, it's just part of the lore.
It's still weird.
You know, it's all the predators coming to Earth and biting off a little bit more than they can chew.
Fair enough. And we got, because there's a bunch of, I don't know if we want to go over every single one, because there's actually a
lot of the comic books are Alien versus Predator
Right.
rather than Predator themselves.
Right.
Now the ones I have are the main ones that I enjoy the most.
The Batman versus Predator.
Actually,
Which we're going to discuss
the
that
main
one now.
The main one I enjoy the most is, which Predator Collector mentioned it in one of his comments, was Hell Come Walking, which I have the set of 2. I have both of these and I've had them for a very long time.
Right.
And these are actually some of my favorite comic books. And what it describes is Yautja coming in on the Civil War.
Okay.
As you can see at the very beginning, on just the cover, you see the Confederate flag
Right.
and the dead Confederate soldier. And on the very back, he's killing 2 Union soldiers. So there's no discrimination.
No, Predator just loves to kill and
Yeah,
hunt.
there's no discrimination in these fights. And actually, in this comic book, the Confederate and the Union band together
To fight the Predator.
to fight the Predator. And they don't really call him a predator, they call him a demon.
Well, yeah. Can you blame him?
No, he really is. He's kind of a demon.
Yeah.
I mean, he just comes in and just murders them.
Murks and then just disappears into the brush.
Well, they get the best of him, and they do kill him. Of course, I think every bit of Predator lore, the Predators don't make it.
Well, no, actually, a lot of them do. Because
maybe in the novels, but not in the comic books.
Well, fair enough. But I think though, I guess to show that, that's why they enjoy hunting humans, because they're so dangerous and
they lose.
Probably more times than not.
Well, they lose and they use their petty bomb.
Yeah, just blow everything up.
Fuckers.
But
sore losers.
But yeah, like I say, the novels, man. What I love about the novels is that they go a lot. Novels and comics, they go more into detail about, and it shows just how strong the Yautja are, how much damage they can take, because they can take a lot of damage. Like this.
Oh yeah. Well, I mean, we've seen that with the movies.
Well, that's true, yeah, because it gives the impression that they can heal really, really quickly.
No, they can't heal really quickly. What they do is they have technology to make them heal quickly. Like their cauterizing is on a complete different spectrum.
Right, and that's true.
And it's just a straight instant pain. And it's
done.
It's effective.
Right. And what I love about the novels, it goes into detail about where if a predator loses his weapon or something like that, he's disgraced in the society.
Like that.
Sapien now. But yeah, that's one of the things I love. It just gives a very detailed look at their society as a whole, as far as their different the different ranks, the society, as far as if you're losing a weapon, what they think of humans, even going as far as where they love hunting the xenomorphs.
And not only that, but you know what's also fun about like the perspective of the humans looking at the Yautja, the predators. Look at this. This is a scene from Hell Come a Walkin'. You can see that Union soldier is stabbing a predator through the gullet with a flag. And look at his hands and his fingers. You can see that they're demonic. They really are. I mean,
they're real long and everything like that.
I mean, he looks like a demon. So I mean, when we're talking about these Yautja, I mean, we do have references.
Right. And I think too, man, like the comic books, what's amazing about that is to get so many novels and comics off of a movie that was created in 1987.
I know.
One thing.
From one movie, there's a branch of franchise.
Right, and that's what makes the Predator so awesome, is that from the creation of one man, Stan Winston. Yeah, Stan Winston, and with the help of James Cameron. But mainly Stan Winston.
Right. Well, you're right about that. It was just a
suggestion that he made. Yeah. So the creation of one man has spawned all this lore, like the comics, novels, several movies, the Alien vs. Predator movies, just so much lore that they've created.
Actually, Stan Winston, didn't he help with the Xenos?
Yeah, he helped create the Queen. He's the one that came up.
He helped with actually, he was the main mind behind the Terminator.
Yeah.
So it actually makes sense that it's all connected.
Right, and that's what's amazing about Stan Winston, man. Like his creations have created so much lore and so much enjoyment for fans over the course of these past few decades, since the first ones, because Predator came out first. Alien came out first.
Right.
So
then I think Alien 2 came out before Predator.
Yes, if I'm not mistaken, it did, because I think
it might have been in like a few years
or a year or so or something. Yeah, it wasn't a big difference. No, and it's just amazing to see so much created out of the thoughts of one person in the creation of one creature.
And we can go ahead and give hints on this one, because they're taking these creations, Stan Winston's creations, and they're putting up against characters that have been relevant since 1939.
Right, exactly. Which Batman's not beating an elite predator. Sorry, he's not.
Well, he didn't. No, he got his ass beat.
Yeah, but you said he killed him though, or you said he beat him.
No, he didn't. Well, he beat him, and that was only because of his intelligence over the predator. Hunting. When it comes to straight bare knuckles, when it came to straight fighting, the predator beat him to an inch of his life. Like he was like, Batman had a fucking spear through his ribs, and barely walked away, and it was in a coma so bad to where everybody thought that Batman was dead.
But even what you were saying, like far as knowledge of hunting, Batman cannot have more knowledge of hunting.
Batman's a detective.
Yeah, but the Yautja have been doing hunting, especially if that was an elite predator. That means to get that, he had to have cleared out a nest of xenomorphs.
Right.
So no, Batman's not, because Batman's not going in there.
Batman didn't beat him.
But he did beat him at the end because he committed
seppuku.
Yeah. So
which I'm gonna go ahead and throw this out there, and then what it was Alfred helped.
That doesn't make a difference. That's even worse. The old butler mean to tell me it's something Batman beat?
No, the old butler is not a pushover.
He is not a Yautja. Like I said, there's no, again, I'm not disagreeing.
It was the suit, the super suit.
Oh.
That's what it was here.
See, I'm learning something new myself.
That's right here. See it? See the super suit?
I still don't think Batman, even with the super suit, he doesn't have that much.
It blocks off the
heat signature. Okay, so, but that doesn't
That means Batman's invisible to the Predator.
Okay, let me explain how that's bullshit, in my opinion.
Look, here's a scene right here. Look, can't see him.
Yeah, but I'm gonna tell you how that's bullshit. It's because, remember,
Dutch.
No, not just that.
Dutch.
Well, yeah. You're actually right. Yeah, because with just the mud and everything like that. But even with that,
and when I'm talking about seppuku, I'm talking about.
Well, no. Remember now, because remember those guys that the Predator 2, the City Hunter hunted.
They were using UV lights. That's what gave them away.
Oh, that's true. Yeah, that's true. Yeah. Okay, I can see that. I still don't think. It's hard to imagine.
When I say when the Predator commits seppuku, this is the actual screen, the scene where the Predator committed it. Here, you want to see?
Yeah, it's weird. I don't see again.
I know.
No.
You have to read the comic books.
I'll say this.
Read the books.
I can actually see Batman beating him because, like you said, Dutch Schaefer technically, even though he cheated a little bit, he still was.
So does the Predator.
Well, fair enough. Yeah, yeah. Turning invisible is the biggest cheat ever. But I can see what you're saying. Yeah, because actually, now that I think about it, Dutch did all that with just some mud and muck and made himself invisible and hunted the Predator and was a match for him. So I can see where that would make sense. It's still a little off-putting, but I can understand.
Against the Yautja lore.
Right.
It is, but remember, we also got to remember Batman is the main detective. And now that we're talking about the comic books, you know, this is actually my realm. Because
in this one, because I read comics too now. But I don't read the ones you read, probably.
Well, I'm more of a Dark Horse fan.
I'm more of an Image guy, so yeah.
Dark Horse, DC. You like Image, which is awesome.
Yeah, it is.
I'm not.
We're gonna do a Shootin' The Shit on some comics eventually.
I wish it would have been Vertigo, but you know.
Hey, Vertigo's good too. Preacher is from Vertigo.
So it's Lucifer and
Sandman. I think Sandman's Vertigo too.
Vendetta is Vertigo.
Exactly.
But anyway.
Yeah.
Okay, now this is another thing. I was wrong and I was also right. I'm not calling anybody out, and I'm sorry if it seems aggressive. I'm really not trying to be, because Predator Collector, yes, you are right. In the Batman Predator comics, he never got a gun from the Revolutionary War or the Civil War. Mm-hmm. But the trainer Predator did get a gun from the frontiersman. And I'm going to show you the page right here. Batman versus Predator in the third installment of this. That's the page. Now, I'm not saying, actually, you are absolutely right, but I wasn't wrong. And it's not about an insult. All it is just acknowledging that you were Right. That's what it is. I'm acknowledging that you were right, but you got to throw me a little bit of a bone too.
But yeah, I think though, man, the comics, man, are actually pretty good. The artwork on them, like one of my favorites is the Bad Blood comics, where the Enforcer Predator is sent to get this damn Bad Blood Predator.
I wish I could acquire them, but those are really hard to find.
No, actually, you can find them on eBay. They're pretty easy.
Well, yeah, I'm not.
In good condition is a different story. Yeah.
I have to. I mean, okay. If you guys have, all right, look at my comic book. There's not one single crease, not one single trim on the edge. This is a near mint comic book. I mean, this is a 9.0 on the comic book scale. I take very good care of my comic books, and I'm not going to accept anything less than that. So.
And you shouldn't. And like I said, I completely agree. Like the more pristine versions of that comic are probably going to be a lot more than just a regular somebody just getting rid of their comics.
Well, you and I can both acknowledge that we've looked on eBay.
Oh yeah.
For a comic book that I have that's basically non-existent in the Overstreet guide, which is Alien versus Predator versus Terminator, and I have part 1 and 2 of those. And how much is part 1 worth?
It was like $200 or $300, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's just the part 1. The rest of them are pretty cheap. That first one's expensive.
Yeah, which I have, but it's almost like a kick in the nards because I don't have 3 and 4. And
right.
I can't finish the fucking story. I guess I could look it up on YouTube.
Right, because the only way you can get them is to buy all 4 usually.
That's right. Yeah, that's exactly right, and that's why it's going to cost me $400.
Right. So everybody, like I said, I think everybody, you can agree that the comics and the novels, man, add so much lore to it, and it's amazing to see them expand so much on the creation of one person, as far as the look of the Yautja. And I'm glad they made the changes that they did when they were making the movie, because I don't think it would have been as memorable if it had went with the original version.
I think that's another fun part that we've been forgetting about is the Yautja, the look of the Yautja, because. All right, I'm gonna throw this one out here again. Is in Batman Predator Volume 3, like the third installment of the franchise, we noticed that the trainer Predator is missing an arm, and we also noticed that the trainee, his dreads are
very short,
very little. Oh wait, actually I got a better picture right here when he's fighting Dick Grayson. Or no, it's not Dick Grayson. I'm sorry. It's not Jason Todd. It's Tim Drake.
Oh, okay.
It's the third Robin. We can see that right here in this cover art, and we see the Yautja. His dreads are really, really small. See?
Which one are we? Oh yeah, they're almost non-existent.
Yeah, I mean they're babies.
Right.
Which
you can tell he's unblooded.
Right. And I think that's the whole point of it, is that this one's training the unblooded one. And
that's a hard damn.
See, these came out before all the lore.
Right, and this is what I'm saying is that's like Batman's like the first person you want to throw him against. That's a hard battle.
He's fighting Robin.
Oh, but not even a Robin. That's still like Tim Drake is still like he took over for Batman. That's not
Dick
Grayson did. That's right, Dick Grayson. But still, Tim Drake. I think Tim Drake is the best Robin. This is me. I would agree with you. Yeah, and that's not. He's almost to the level of Batman. Like seriously, his skill.
Detective wise.
I even think his skill wise, he's almost equal to Batman.
Not fighting skill.
I would disagree. Like that's why I like Tim Drake. He's almost a mirror image of Batman.
Detective wise, yes. Fighting skills, no.
I disagree.
It's a 90-100.
But that's still pretty close. That's
right.
still.
I'm saying, but it's.
Oh yeah, I say Batman's still better.
Right.
But it's Tim Drake ain't. You don't want to just like that's a hard lesson for an unblooded predator to go in against his first human.
Right. Unblooded predator. I mean, that's still a feat. You know, Tim Drake fought him.
Yeah, I mean he lost.
No, Tim Drake actually beat the unblooded
Did he beat him?
Yeah. Well, man, I've been telling you to read these goddamn.
I know, but I don't like that much of him. I don't want to mess him up.
You're not gonna mess him up. Just work gloves.
But like I said, that's a pretty rough first battle for unblooded predator to go against.
Against Robin?
Yeah.
Or yeah, and you can see
Against any Robin, to be honest with you.
You can see on the back where the Predator.
Yeah, I like that. I did like that
Predator
too.
odds are on Robin.
So
I
yeah,
mean, that's the fun part. See, and you know that's the whole fun about these comic books and this lore is that it's all fun.
Yeah, and it's open to interpretation too. Like you can, there's a lot of different artists and a different interpretations.
Clans.
Yeah, exactly.
And different specifications with each clan.
Yep.
Now let's go ahead and let's go against our let's go with our giveaway.
All right, giveaway. Well, let's do it in the next video, our next shooting the shit, because I ain't prepared. I'm not prepared yet. But everybody, what we will start doing is at least once a month on one of our shooting the shits I think the shooting the shits would probably be the best place to do that.
With the giveaways?
Yeah, because we're just talking and not really focusing on anything unless we're doing like a statue review or something.
Okay.
Yeah. So our shooting the shits, what we're gonna start doing is we're gonna try and do a giveaway at least once a month.
Maybe we can do it on this one when it comes out.
Not because it's already come out, I can't do it.
Okay.
Yeah. So we got Game of Thrones shooting the shit in this one, and then but the ones after that, what we're gonna start doing, what we'll do in the month of July, starting in the month of what's the date? You know?
No.
Okay. Well, shit.
Oh, it's 10th.
Okay, 10th. So what we'll do starting.
Yesterday was National Sex Day.
Oh, that's an awesome day.
Yeah.
That's an awesome day.
I know I missed it because I didn't get to have sex that day, but it's 6/9.
Okay.
Yes, that was yesterday.
Got you. All right, so here's what we'll do, everybody. Once a month, starting this month, we won't say what video it'll be in, but once a month, what we'll start doing, I'm silly, but what we'll start doing is we're doing a monthly giveaway. It can range anything from
a comic book,
a Blu-ray,
video game,
just anything. Like I said, we're just gonna start doing that because we do appreciate all you subscribers.
Absolutely.
And staying with us, man, and just watching us grow. So how we're gonna do the giveaway is our most vocal subscribers, the ones who comment a lot and everything. Those are the ones we're gonna take their names. We're gonna put them in a hat, shake it up, and we're gonna do this on camera, by the way. So it's fair, and that way everybody knows they have a legitimate chance to win something.
And I think I think maybe I'm gonna go ahead and change this up a little bit. We have 3 very vocal commenters as of right now.
Yeah, Will, Jacob,
Snoonja,
That's
Jacob,
Will.
and Predator Collector.
Well, no, actually, you don't really see a lot of the comments on the statue and NECA reviews because there's a lot of people who comment on those too.
I'm talking about like on the Tournament of Power.
But that's not. But that's what I'm saying. But I'm going against all of it because it's not fair. Because even some people who comment like Will, he comments on the shooting the shits and a lot of the NECA reviews and stuff like that. That's what I'm saying. I want to do it.
That's where Jacob comments from the.
He just comments on the shooting the shit, really.
Tournaments. Tournaments, shooting the shit, and
that's it.
Yeah.
So that's what I'm saying. I want to make it even, and like I said, just the most vocal ones, the ones who leave the most comments and really talk with us. Those are the ones I want to throw in a hat. Right. There'll probably be about 10 or 15 people throw in a hat, pull a name out, and that's who wins the monthly giveaway.
Guys, I'm sorry. I haven't been able to really comment as much here lately because I've had some very bad technical difficulties.
Yeah.
It's been bad.
Yeah, it has.
Like everything I've seen.
Because he doesn't have a cell phone. If he had a cell phone, this wouldn't be a problem.
Well, I'd probably break that motherfucker.
Yeah, probably. Well, either that or your kids, one or the other.
Yeah, so the kids would probably break that, but
they would just break the screen.
My Xboxes have broken. My tablet's broken, so I'm kind of in the Stone Age with commenting on this stuff.
Right.
But,
so. That's why I've been taking note. One of us will always comment. Anubis always comments, but I always comment under the Kraken Hunters page name. So what we'll do, like I said, what we'll do is once a month, we'll throw the names in the hat and pull it out, and that's what we'll do. That's who'll get the giveaway for this month. So just stay tuned, everybody, throughout the month. Like I said, it won't be the next few weeks because we've already made several videos, and they're already being produced and everything. So it'll probably be about another 2 weeks when we actually start doing it. So it may either be the middle of June to the end of June, the beginning of July when we start doing the giveaway.
But it's gonna happen.
Yes, it's gonna happen. So just stay tuned. We'll let y'all know when it happens. So we appreciate, but this is just as an appreciation gift for our subscribers.
Thank you.
And this isn't nothing to get more subscribers.
This is a absolute thank you from the Kraken.
Yes. And like I said, people who just come in and want to subscribe, everybody
has a fair chance.
Well, not everybody. I want to do it with the ones who we conversate with, who are in the comment section and participating in the videos. Right. Those are the ones I want to do a giveaway for.
Right. That's what I'm saying. They have a fair chance.
Exactly. So everybody.
And you never know. You might get a good comic.
You never know. So we appreciate all our subscribers and y'all sticking with us while we watching this grow.
Thank you very much.
Yep.
From the bottom of our hearts.
Exactly. But one thing I want to ask, and once this video is posted, what do you want to see us do with Shootin the Shit on? Because this is like our free-form discussion type thing. So we want to know what y'all want.
It's fun to hear y'all's ideas.
Yeah. So let us know what you wanted us to do with Shootin the Shit on, and we'll get it done. Because we enjoy doing these.
And chances are we've seen it.
Yeah, exactly. Whether it's a movie, comic, or something.
Whatever.
Yeah, we probably even seen it or read it. One or the other.
You want to Shootin the Shit on Batman? We'll go full nuts on it.
Yeah. So just let us know what you want to see us do with Shootin the Shit on. But everybody, we thank you for joining us today. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Hit that bell notification to get notified of our future video. But I'm Carolina Hitman.
I'm Anubis.
Thank y'all for joining Kraken Hunters. We'll see y'all next time. Peace.